It's me, the JFG Network, and that's my brother in the back. He's an idiot, but we all know it. Anyway, let's get into recapping week 2 of the NFL season. I'm gonna say this out loud because you're never gonna know it if I didn't say it. I was gonna make individual videos, and if you checked out my channel like 5 minutes ago before this video was uploaded, you would have seen that you would have seen that the videos were uploaded, but I deleted them. So I did the Bengals game, whatever, it doesn't matter. I may do that next year, although I don't know. I'm gonna have a more solid plan for this channel next year whenever I'm in a more solid area for the season. Our family's having whatever. Lot of moving. So anyway, let's get into this video. The first game was Thursday Night Football. I always say the Jets. I'm sorry. That annoys anybody. I was about to say it again. The Thursday Night Football game was the Houston Texans v. the Bengals. The Bengals coming in off of a 20-0 loss, and the Houston Texans coming in off of a 26, something in the 20s to 7 loss against the Jaguars, which made Tom Savage benched after just two quarters. Both of them, anyway, to quit the rabbit trail. Both of them looking for the win. Coming into week 2, only one can get it on Thursday Night Football. So yeah, let's get into it. The opening, it was not very much of a exciting football game, to be honest. The Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson on his second game, just his first game ever starting, had a 49-yard run to be the only touchdown of the game. The Bengals kicked 3 field goals. I don't know how that happened. But the Houston Texans kicked 2, so for the Bengals to win. So the Houston Texans won, and a score of 13-9. The news of the biggest news of the week of this game is that the Bengals have now hold a record for not scoring a touchdown in the first 2 games of the season since the 1939 Eagles. So that's, I guess, a record. Good for them. They're breaking records, baby, all day long. The next game, the Buffalo Bills versus the Carolina Panthers. Nothing really happened here. 4 field goals were kicked during the game. 9-3 game. Not very exciting. Tyrod Taylor didn't do much of anything. Of course, you can tell in the 3-9 game, no one did much of anything. The Carolina Panthers go in 2-0 to start. 2-0 to start the season. I believe that's correct. And the Buffalo Bills dropped the 1-1. So, of course, they got that one right. We're gonna get through the ones I got right, after we talk about all the recaps. So the Bengals v. the Tampa Bay Bucks v. the Bears in week 2. The Tampa Bay Bucks' first game of the season due to Hurricane Irma. That is the last time I'm gonna mention Hurricane Irma actually no, because later I have to talk about it because of the Dolphins game. So, anyways, the Tampa Bay Bucks looking to start the season off right, and they did. It was a good game. I thought, they might be rusty from week of game plan, and then it got canceled. You know what I mean? Well, not really, and they didn't work out probably Saturday, Sunday, Monday due to Hurricane Irma, or maybe they did, I don't know. But anyways, they came out and they whooped butt. It's the Bears, Mike McGlennon, but they whooped butt indeed. Their defense looked nice, their offense looked legit, like I said they would be. This is the team to watch. This is your first year watching NFL football, and you don't like your team, your local team, root for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Or the Jets, or if you want to feel losing. But anyway, I'd say root for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if you're looking for a team to root for. They're going to be good for 5-10 years, maybe, with Jameis Winston there. So that's the story, and a 29-7 win for the Bengals to go 1-0, and the Bears to go 0-2. Thank you very much for that very good soundtrack in the back. I'm never gonna make video in here again, but that doesn't matter. Next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings came out looking to beat Steelers. I mean, it wasn't gonna happen. I mean, you thought they'd be rusty after 2 weeks after a terrible game against the Browns. Nah, it ain't gonna happen with a good team like that. Although Brown did not look very good, neither did Bell. It was sort of the preseason for Bell. He doesn't play like he doesn't seem to have that whole training camp and preseason. I wonder why that is. Wait, that's right. He's a jerk and he wanted to fight for money. That's it. Sorry, I forgot. And anyway, the Minnesota Vikings lose to a score of 26 to 9. And what was a 17 point lead for the Steelers to go 2-0 to start the season. FYI, they're gonna win more games this season. They look good. If they beat these two if they beat the Browns and if they beat two teams like this, although the teams they played the first 3 weeks of the season, they're only 2 weeks in, but they should beat them all. They have to play. They have to play in the first 3 weeks of the season. Deshaun Watson, who they beat, Case McKeenum, who led the league in interceptions last year, and Deshaun Watson is a rookie. If you did not know that, the Bears have Mike McGlennon, who didn't start a game last year, so yeah, you know what I mean. So the next game, the Arizona Cardinals versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts played better with Jacob Brisk, the former Patriot there. As I was saying, the former Patriot led them to a reasonable game, a 13-16 loss. I mean, they were the underdogs in this game without Andrew Luck, so they lost 13-16. Palmer didn't look that good. Both these teams don't look that good. I doubt either of them make the playoffs at this point from the way they're playing. That's just my opinion. Don't hate me for it. But next game, the Saints v. the Patriots. The Patriots were the thought of winners here, and we all knew it was going to happen. The Patriots aren't going to lose 2 in a row. You'd think if you thought that was going to happen, get out of your little bubble. It ain't going to happen. But anywho's, with a matter of fact, what was the score of this game? Like 36-20, I believe. A 16-point game, which the Saints kept in it reasonably. But the issue why they're not winning games, whether you like it or not, is because Peterson is not playing. They aren't playing Peterson enough, and he's healthy. I don't understand it. So the Patriots go 1-1 to start the season. Next, the Cleveland Browns beat the Miami Dolphins. Versus the Ravens. The Ravens are looking to go 2-0 start after a weird offseason with the injury of Mr. Joe Flacco, which I wasn't sure he was going to play week 1. Of course, that 36 weeks injury was like 3 or not even, or it was just 4 weeks, I believe, is how long it lasted. But if you want to know about that, check out the video on Joe Flacco's injury. You'll find it easily if you look for Joe Flacco videos. There's only one. The Cleveland Browns, anyway, coming in this game, had a chance to win. But when you throw 5 interceptions, you just don't win. That's the storyline of this game. Kaiser did not look good for whatever reason. I think he still should be the starter. They put in Hogan for a quarter or two. That didn't help, so they put Kaiser back in, who scored them the only touchdown, or led them to their only touchdown of the game. Thus, Anywho, the Baltimore Ravens win 21-10 next game. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The story of this game was one thing. Can the Philadelphia Eagles beat their former head coach and Eddie Reed? The answer is no. They lost 27-10, 27-20 in a hard-fought, good game, which would have been a great game to watch. I didn't end up being able to watch it, but I wish I could have. There's a lot of Eagles fans in my area that were PO'd about this. But anywho, in any doubt, this Chiefs team looks legit this season. Like, last year was hard scoring points, but they have Hunt now, and I believe Hunt is the 2017 Ezekiel Elliott, without the drugs and the sexual harassment, which I like. FYI, I like that. Next game, the Tennessee Titans versus the Jaguars. We knew this coming in. The Jaguars were in the same place the Tennessee Titans were in 3 years back. They both were the same way 3 years back. It's been a different 3 years. The Jaguars didn't do crap, and the Titans did crap. The Titans really changed their team and looks to be hot coming in this season. They lost the week 1, beat the Raiders, but it's the Raiders. They come in, show the Jaguars who's boss, and win in week 2. The Jaguars lose to a 20. Wait, I'm not sure what the score of this game was. Sorry. Anyway, the Jaguars lose. To go 0-2. No, to go 1-1. So both teams end of the week with 1-1 record. And the Jets beat the Raiders. The Raiders won in a 45-20 game. I'm just gonna make it quick here. The Jets didn't score enough points to keep with the Raiders. The Jets aren't going to be very good this year. If you didn't know that, the Raiders are going to be legit this year. If you want to see more on that, you can find that video, the Jets recap for the Raiders. It's in my video. It's in the column there in my channel. So just go to the homepage of my channel, you'll find it. So anyway, the Miami Dolphins versus the Chargers. The Chargers were my pick for the winners. They did not win in a 19-17 game. I do not know what's wrong with the Chargers. They just do not have a good offensive line year after year. Rivers is ruined his career by crappy offensive line and bad GM management. So yeah, they lose 19-17 to go 0-2, I believe. Yeah, 0-2. And the Miami Dolphins start the season 1-0. Since the Hurricane Irma, I mentioned it again. Thank you. Then the Denver Broncos versus the Cowboys. This might have been the upset of the week. I loved it. The Cowboys came out there looking to go 2-0, and the Denver Broncos smashed their faces in with a 42-17 whooping. That is a whooping, in my opinion, in all books. 25-point game, especially when they only score 17. So yeah, I liked it. I do not like the Cowboys because of the players' attitude on their team. So whatever, hate me if you want to. But so yeah, Trevor Siemian looks legit. I think this team could go to the playoffs this season. They're gonna at least have a wild card spot under that Raiders football team. And then do not count out the Cowboys. They're gonna make the playoffs this year. But what I was going to say is, do never count out. Do never. I'm gonna patent that name. Do never. Do never let the Denver Broncos out of your sight when you think playoff picture, because they're good. Whether you like it or not. Seattle Seahawks versus the 49ers. The 49ers lost this game. Of course, we knew that was going to happen. The Seattle Seahawks win. I'm not sure of the score of this game. Russell Wilson looked nice. And to be frank, whoever the quarterback is, starting in the 49ers. To be honest, I know every single starting quarterback but the 49ers. I'll have to figure that out for you guys next week. By next week, the LA Rams versus the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins won to a score of 21-24, I believe was the score of this game. Yeah. So Washington played good. The Rams played good. But ultimately the Washington Redskins won. Kirk Cousins looking better every week. The reigning champion Falcons versus the second place Green Bay Packers. This was a primetime Sunday night 8:30 game where the Packers looked bad from the start, 31-7. I was thinking choke job coming up, but it was coming. It was coming. But to be honest, the Packers didn't have the pack to pack it in. No pun intended there. The Packers had a chance to win this game, but they just got outplayed. 34-23 loss. Or 23-34 loss. Next game, Detroit Lions versus the Giants. This game should have been a win for the Giants. I don't understand what the Giants what's going on. Their offensive line just isn't strong enough, I guess. But you've got to, as Eli Manning, you just got to throw the ball up. You got so many weapons with Brandon Marshall and OBJ. You just got to play good football. It's not that hard with that many weapons. So that is the video. I went 12-4 this week. I got the Houston Texans game right. I picked the Houston Texans, got it right in the Bengals game. The Buffalo Bills game, I got it right with the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay was right. Steelers were right. Arizona I got right. Patriots was right. The Ravens I was right. The Chiefs I was right. The Tennessee Titans I was right. Oakland Raiders I was right. The Chargers I was right. The Rams the Dallas Cowboys the Chargers game I was wrong actually. Sorry. So I went 12-4. Anyway, I'm 21-10 on the season. Hope you're doing better than that. If you're doing this, if you've done it all year long, throw me your comment. Not your comment. What your record is thus far in the season. So that is the video, the recap of week 2 of the NFL season. Thank you for watching the recap show. This has been the recap show with the JFC Network. For more videos like this, the recap show will be coming next Tuesday night. Like always, this is going to be a show this year, I guess. We'll see how it goes. The recap show is over now. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Come back tomorrow night for the preview show with the JFC Network. Bye-bye.